Our first interview is about volleyball with Mallory Mengelko. First question, why do you think volleyball is a good sport for people to play?
I think it builds a good family. Like, you build a good closeness with those girls, and whether or not you don't get along with some outside of the sport, you get along with them inside the sport, and I think that's a really good thing.
Yeah. Second question, how many years have you been doing volleyball?
Oh, since 7th grade, so 6 years, yeah.
What are you going to miss the most about volleyball when you go to college?
My friendships with the girls, like I said before, probably.
What's your favorite position to play in volleyball and why?
DS, which is back row, because I don't know, I just like the feeling of getting a good dig, and I'm not tall enough to play anywhere else, so.
And then last question, what's your favorite part of volleyball?
I feel like I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but probably the relationships with the girls still, and like the bonds you build with the team, like making good plays, and it just feels really good when you see your teammates succeed.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Our second interview is with Cade Kuzna, who plays in concert band. Why do you think people should join band?
Well, on a scientific note, it's proven to increase the function of your brain, especially as you get older. So if you stick with band, if you stick with an instrument, it'll help keep your mind healthier in the long run. In the short run, it's cool. I enjoy it. I know a lot of other people enjoy it. I have a great time with my many instruments.
How many instruments do you play?
Okay, so I like to say I can play any clarinet and any saxophone. But the specifics are kind of weird because there are a lot of models of clarinet. But have you ever seen the school's really big contrabass clarinet?
No, I didn't even know they had
It's
one.
like a
Yeah, they do.
big
It's
metal
in the
thing.
band room, isn't it?
It's a big metal thing, and it plays very low.
Oh.
We have a girl in the concert band who actually plays it, and I can play that as well as my very small piccolo clarinet. It's in E flat, and everyone thinks it sounds terrible, but I quite enjoy it. And then I mainly play tenor saxophone for the school's jazz band, but I can play any saxophone that you put in my hands.
How many years have you been doing band?
I've done band since 5th grade, so I believe this would put me in my 6th year. Counting, this would put me in my 6th year.
Okay. Lastly, what is your favorite instrument to play and why?
That's a really hard question, but I think my favorite instrument to play probably has to be my clarinet. It was made in 1945 by a company that doesn't exist anymore, and they're called Malern. It's a 1945 professional model Malern clarinet, and ever since I put my hands on it, I knew it was going to be my clarinet, and I haven't stopped playing it since. Everyone hates it.
Thank you for letting us interview you.
Thank you for interviewing me.
Thanks for watching.
Why did you decide to join basketball?
I've been playing it since I was 7, so I've just kind of always played it, and I just never fell out of love with it.
What is your favorite thing about basketball?
I would say the crowd. I whenever you do a good move, and the crowd just kind of cheers for you. And also, I would say the physicality is honestly kind of fun too, most of the time.
How long have you been playing basketball?
9 years.
What do you like to do outside of school?
Honestly, play sports, I would say. I would say hang out with friends too, and going shopping.
And what's your position on the court?
My position is a post and a wing.
Thank you. What is your position?
Guard or wing sometimes if Ari takes the ball down, but mostly guard.
Which one do you like to do best?
Guard.
Why did you decide to join basketball?
Because in 5th grade I wanted to play a sport, but I didn't really think that I could play a sport. And then Dad was like, play basketball, because Nicole played basketball. So I'm playing basketball.
Nice. Do you like it?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
What is your favorite thing about basketball?
I like when I make a shot or get a good pass and I hear my dad whistle from the bleachers. Or I just really like playing with my group because we have a lot of team chemistry and it's just so fun playing with them.
How long have you been playing?
5 years.
Nice. What do you like to do outside of school?
Outside of school, I like painting, practicing basketball, and just talking with my friends.
Cool. Thank you for the interview.
You're welcome.
What is your favorite thing about playing basketball?
I think my favorite thing would just be like playing with the girls and like growing as a family.
What is your position on the court?
Well, this year it's been kind of different. I'm a post and a wing, so it's just both of them.
Okay. Why did you decide to join basketball?
It's been like a sport my sisters played and I really enjoyed watching and I really enjoyed playing it, so yeah.
How long have you been playing basketball?
I've been playing since like 4th grade.
What is the most difficult part about playing basketball?
I would just say like the mental endurance, like having to be like mentally ready to play and stuff like that.
Do you play any other sports?
I play volleyball and I just started doing track last year.
That's it.
Go Abby! Woo! Woo! Yeah! Woohoo!
Gabrielle, yay!
Ankles! Shoot, Todd. What?
All right, ready?
Yes.
Maria's gonna be here.
Okay.
Lily's gonna be here.
Okay.
Maria's gonna pass it to Lily. Lily's gonna shoot it. Got that?
Yes. Man, we just can't make anything. We can't make enough court shots. Guys.
This is Evan, Sawyer, and Cashin, and we are doing Laker varsity basketball.
The Lakers lost to LeSue Henderson December 5th, 66-64.
Now we will cut to our exclusive interview with Mr. Moeller.
We start with 5 away games, which will be challenging. Some of them are very far away. We're going to go to Hinckley in 2 weeks. LeSueur is fairly far away. We go to Royalton in 2 Tuesdays from next Tuesday. So the beginning of the season is going to be really kind of a litmus test to see where we're at as a team. And I'm excited to see where we're at. But so far, practices are competitive and fun, and things are going good so far.
What made you want to coach basketball?
A million reasons. I love basketball. I grew up watching the Timberwolves, the Gophers. I played basketball since I was 5 in my grandpa's driveway, and I played, all the way up when we could do organized basketball in 4th grade, all the way up to senior year. I played. Once I was in college, I wasn't good enough to play college ball, but I would go to the rec center or the gym and play, pick up 5-on-5, and then I became a teacher and a coach, and I love it. I was a ref as well. I just love basketball. Competitiveness of it, all of it is just great.
What do you like about basketball most?
Probably, for me, it's competition. If you ever watch me watching a Timberwolves game, I'm very animated. I hope I'm not like that as a coach, because as a fan, I'm up and down with the ebbs and flows of the game. As a coach, you can't do that. Like if you're when the things are going really bad and you're just emotionally drained, your team's going to feed off that. If you're really super, way up when things are going really well, that's a good thing. But then if things start to go down again, then your team, right, they feed off your emotions. So you got to kind of be as even keel as possible. So I would say competition, because it's fun. It's just so much fun to compete and to challenge yourself. And you work on these skills all the time, whether it's in the gym or in the driveway, at home, whatever it is. Then you want to see if you can be better than the person in front of you. And the best part, I think, other than the competition, is the team aspect of basketball.
What would you like to see more in the team?
More on our team currently, the varsity, JV. I would say, there's a lot of things. We're always working on things. For JV, it's always consistency. Can you bring the same intensity every single day in practice? Can you bring it in every single game, especially at the end of a long season or in the middle of a long season, right, in the wintertime? But it's consistency.
How do you think the rest of the season will go?
As far as JV, who knows? JV is always, you can never predict a JV basketball season in the 6 years that I've been coaching, 7 years I've been coaching JV. You never know, because for us, it's guys might move up to varsity and we don't have them. Guys might come back down from varsity if they're not performing well enough and play JV. You might lose a guy to injury, right? JV players are usually 10th and 11th graders, right? So sometimes their emotions in a game are based on how their school day went. Maybe they bombed a test and they're just out of it mentally and they're not going to play well in that game. And you just, as a coach, you just got to understand that's going to happen. Sometimes you might get a guy coming up from C squad to play JV halfway through the season. So the short answer is I have no idea what's going to happen the rest of the season. But I know we're gonna compete and have fun, and be a good season. I like the players that I have. I think the coaches, we love the players we have in the program right now.
Here are some pictures we've gotten from a basketball practice.
The Lakers played Maple Lake on Friday, December 8th. They won 65-25. We hope they finish the season strong. This was Evan, Sawyer, and Cashton reporting on Lakers basketball.
Hi, our names are Nevin,
Lauren,
and we interviewed Hannah Wilson.
What is your name and what activities are you involved with inside and outside of school?
I'm Hannah Wilson, and I'm in gymnastics, track. I mentor students and royalty.
What is your favorite sport?
Gymnastics. I've done it my whole life.
Who is your current favorite celebrity and why?
What's his name? Spider-Man guy. Tom Holland. He's very smart.
What is your favorite gymnastics event and why?
Beam. Everybody says I'm crazy, but I love beam. It gives me a challenge, and I've always been naturally good at balancing.
Who do you currently look up to and why?
My dad. He's done a lot for our country, and he teaches me what's good and what's not good.
What is your favorite event in track and field?
Ooh, I did sprinting and long jump, but I really enjoyed long jump, even though it's...
Can you show us the front tug floor?
Of course.
I'll do that now. I wish I could do that.
We went to GSL for a gymnastics meet, and JV won with 101 points.
Of course.
That was funny.
Holland. He's very
attractive. What is your...
I'm I've always been naturally good at balancing.
So you know how to walk? Don't do that, because it's on video right now. Yeah. You don't need to move it down because we're trying to hide this.
I know, but it's easier
so we look professional.
It's easier to see.
If you able to do it still. Who do you currently look up to and why?
Definitely my dad. He's done a lot for our country, and every day he teaches me what's good and what's not, what. You're gonna have to redo that. I like didn't know what I was saying. Wait, okay, say it again.
The front.
No, we already did that, remember?
No, we have to say it. Like, can you show us?
Oh yeah, because it'll go into that.
I'll just say it. Of course. Could you?
Lauren, you okay?
You want to say it together?
Sure. Could you show us a front flip on the tumble track?
1, 2, ready, go.
Could you show us a front flip on the tumble track?
And it wasn't even on the tumble track either. She did.
No, can you show us
Can you show us a front
on the floor? Yeah. Want to try to say it?
Yes. Okay.
Can you show us a front flip on the floor?
Of course.
That was fun.
What is your name and how long have you been working at HLWW?
My name is Wyatt Dieterman. I've been working at the school district for 3 years, my third official year here.
What happens when someone breaks their Chromebook?
Well, they can bring it down, and Mr. Meyerson is a great Chromebook guru, and he'll take a look at it, and either if he can fix it, he'll fix it. We've got replacement screens and a lot of parts, but if he can't, if it's an issue we can't fix, we'll send it into a company that'll fix it for us.
Okay, do you know about programming?
I do not know about programming for most things. I've coded a few websites, but beyond that, I'd be interested to know more.
What's your favorite part of your job?
I enjoy working with the kids and the people that I work with, and I also enjoy that it's different every day. It's not the same. It's not monotonous, and I get to do something different every day.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult do you rate your job?
8.5.
What is the most common problem teachers have with technology?
With teachers and staff, we see a lot of display issues where one of their displays won't connect, or something of that nature, like their TV doesn't work.
What's the most common problem students have with their Chromebooks?
A lot of broken screens and a lot of keyboards and touchpads that don't work.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna ask you some questions. What's your name?
Martin Ramirez.
How was the restaurant started?
So the restaurant started by my grandma had a restaurant when my dad was like really young. So he always wanted to have a restaurant of his own, and my dad worked here at Dura Supreme ever since we lived in Minnesota in 2005. So when the building came for sale, that's the opportunity that he got to leave that job and open his dream, I suppose.
What's your favorite food in the menu?
Mine would probably be a burrito San Jose, which has chicken and chorizo, or I would probably say queso fundido.
That's good.
Yeah.
What is the day that is the most busiest?
Like in general, or like out of the day?
In
or
general.
Out of the week? In general?
Yeah.
I would say probably Cinco de Mayo is probably our busiest day of the year.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And it's busy all day long. Yeah.
How did your father think of the restaurant, of like how naming it?
So my mom is Maria, so that's why it's called Maria's Mexican Restaurant. My mom always, so my dad usually got home at a certain time, so my mom was always making the food and stuff like that. And I don't know, I guess it sounds right, and always naming it after your wife, I suppose, but she was the one that always made food and stuff like that, but my dad made food more, but I guess in honor of my mom, I suppose he ended up calling it Maria's Mexican Restaurant.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I'm actually a photographer too, so on my free time, like I took that picture in the Boundary Waters.
Oh.
And then some of these decorations customers give us, so like that one, and then like those peppers and jalapenos and stuff were all given to us by customers. Those cups, those like round ones, were all from Mexico. So like Montana, and that's Minnesota also. And then just a picture of my friend. He's a professional boxer.
What's your friend?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he fights on Showtime. So that's about it. I mean,
About it?
sombrero someone gave us over there too. And that tornado one of my friends took also in Iowa.
Ooh.
Been trying to get a tornado here in Minnesota, but it's kind of hard.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, why did you want to become a substitute teacher?
I chose to become a substitute teacher because it worked in my schedule.
What is the best thing about being a substitute teacher?
So I love that I can work in the whole school district from preschool to 12th grade, and I can be someone different every single day.
Yep. What is the worst thing about being a substitute teacher?
So the hardest thing about being a substitute teacher is walking into a classroom that I've never taught before, or a grade I've never taught before, and just kind of getting to know the kids because I don't know them. So that's kind of hard for me.
What's the best thing about HLWW?
The best thing about HLWW is just hanging out with you kids and interacting with you and getting to know you guys better.
If you could coach any sport at HLWW, what would it be and why?
So I grew up playing soccer, so if HLWW had a soccer team, I would help coach that.
Why did you decide to teach and sub at Howard Lake?
So my 3 kids attend Howard Lake Waverly Winstead School, so I thought I should teach in their district.
Do you think HLWW is a good fit for teaching and subbing?
So I've been teaching subbing in the district for 2 years, and I think it's a good fit for me. I really enjoy being here.
Describe what it is like to teach and sub at Howard.
So every day is a little different. Usually I know who I'm going to be, so I kind of know what to expect if I've taught in that class before, and usually the subs have notes for me, so it just gives me an overview of what I need to do.
Is HLWW the first place you have taught and subbed? If you explain why?
This is the only district I've subbed in because my kids go here and the hours work, and I think I'm going to stick with it because I enjoy the district and the schools and the teachers.